I had started filming this video, and then my camera started to fall off. I have the camera on a tripod, like a very stable short, but on a table, because I need the table, but it's too tall. So you've seen it. I've done it. I bumped the table a little earlier, very dramatically on accident, and I was like, oh my god, jeez. And it must have pushed the back camera feet enough, because the camera started to fall, and it's a very old and expensive camera, and I was like, oh my god. And I caught it, but it corrupted the hard drive, but luckily I was only, corrupted the memory card, but luckily I was only a short while into this video and nothing else. So I had to fix everything, so hopefully everything is where it normally is, and my god. Okay. Did I do a thumbnail? I need to do a thumbnail. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess, and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever, and I found a movie. Today we're going to be talking about Davy Crockett, A Natural Man. Davy Crockett, A Natural Man is a 1988 television release that I had been unable to watch, but I have since found. It was originally number 285, and I covered it in July of 2019. At the time, I did not have the cinematographer or the editor, who are Isidore Mankofsky and Andrew Cohen, respectively. I covered everybody else. Let's get started. The copy I had was digitized from, I'm sure someone taping it on television in the 80s, so it was a little bit worse than our recent one, Rainbow and the Thunder, but it still looked fine. The music was super 80s vibes, but not in like a pop, like 80s thing that I'm talking about. I'm talking like, it's hard to explain, but like every era, right? No matter what you're doing, you're influenced by other things, and so the music they were making for a period piece like this still sounds influenced by the 80s and sounds like other music that would have been made for period pieces around this time compared to like what would be made for a period piece today. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like got an 80s sounding quality to it. So this is definitely an episode of the television show, and so I wouldn't normally cover it, but I have already covered it because it was listed as a film back then, and I don't want to leave everybody hanging. And I'm also not going to get rid of the number because, like, I did the work and I watched the thing, and so, like, I know there have been movies that have been only, like, 45 minutes, which this was, that then turned out, like, they were episodes of It's a Wonderful Life, or, not It's a Wonderful Life, The Wonderful World of Disney, or whatever, so this is one of those moments where it was Davy Crockett, the television show, and Rainbow and the Thunder was definitely like a pilot movie, and this is an episode. But it was decent. It was about how Davy gets reunited with his uncle Jimmy, who has been living with the Creek Native Americans, and kind of the hardships that come with that. And that was interesting. I mean, I think it's tackling the subject in a very interesting way. I talked about it in Rainbow and the Thunder, where it felt like, they're showing like kind of a negative light, but then showing also Davy struggling with the morality of it, which I think was really interesting. And so this episode with Uncle Jimmy living with the Creek Native Americans for like 20 years, it was tackling a very interesting subject because he's a white man who's been living with the Creek Native Americans, and he has children that are both white and Native American. And so he talks about it very interestingly, and like it was so interesting. There's a line later in the movie that's where Uncle Jimmy says, "My skin tells me I'm home one place and my heart tells me I'm home another." And like, what? Oh, it's like a complicated subject, and I mean, it's not that complicated. Like, white people suck, and we massacred a bunch of Native Americans for land, but you know what I mean. And so I think that's really interesting, the way they were discussing it almost, and trying to like open people's eyes through a hard subject. I thought that was kind of interesting. At least that's how I took it, which I suppose is what matters. But the episode was simple, and it was kind of cool, and I'm glad Uncle Jimmy and his child got away. My favorite part is Uncle getting away. My least favorite part is just the whole, like, racism to the Native Americans from everybody else. It's really not cool. Watch again? No. Recommend? Probably not. I think Rainbow and the Thunder is a better movie, because this is more of an episode anyway, but Rainbow and the Thunder I think is much more interesting in this. So yeah, that's it. That's it. My final rating is going to be 5 gold nuggets out of 10. Our original movie count is. Don't have to adjust the parent death toll or the cry count, although Davy says, like, my Uncle Jimmy's the brother of my dad, but, like, almost insinuates his dad's dead, but doesn't say his dad is dead, so we're not going to count it. But it remains unchanged. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching, follow me on all socials and check out my website. It's really cool. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday, but a lot of Wednesdays lately. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early. Tiers above that, daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Check it out. Buy merch. Merch is great. Merch is grand. This is an OG right here. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, but I'm not sure of your life. You are, so do you, and don't be any of the soldiers that are really awful. Let's blow this popsicle stand.